The most dangerous people aren't loud, they're strategic. They don't destroy your life in one big moment. They chip away at your confidence quietly, over months, sometimes years. Today, I'm not talking about obvious villains. I'm talking about the kinds of people you should quietly beware of. Because by the time you realize what they're doing, they've already influenced how you think, how you love, and how you see yourself. Stay until the end. The last type is the one most people realize only after the damage is done. 1. People who feel calm when you're distressed. Most humans feel a natural discomfort when someone they care about is upset. It's empathy. It's connection. It's normal. But some people, they don't flinch. When you're anxious, they look relaxed. When you're in tears, they're eerily composed. When you break down, they look like they're observing a puzzle. This isn't emotional maturity. It's emotional detachment with a hint of power. Your distress stabilizes them. Your vulnerability feeds something in them. In dark psychology, this is linked to emotional sadism and covert dominance, a psychological state where someone only feels in control when the other person is fragile. If someone seems too comfortable with your pain and starts acting calmer the more you fall apart, that's not support, that's surveillance. Beware. 2. People who rush emotional intimacy. They want everything fast. Your secrets, your fears, your childhood, their wounds. It feels like connection, deep, intense, faded. But intimacy without pacing is often information harvesting. They're not bonding, they're collecting. They want access before trust, loyalty before commitment, attachment before safety. In psychology, this is sometimes a tool of love bombing, but it doesn't always look romantic. It can be platonic or professional too. The strategy is simple. If you open up too quickly, your boundaries weaken. If someone makes you feel chosen too fast, ask yourself, what are they trying to skip? What haven't they earned? Connection grows, manipulation accelerates. 3. People who never apologize, only explain. You tell them, you hurt me. They respond, that's not what happened. You misunderstood. You're overthinking. They don't deny the event, they deny your experience of it. This creates a psychological fog. They're not yelling, they're not insulting you, they're just rewriting the script. This is called intellectualized gaslighting. It's one of the quietest forms of psychological manipulation. It sounds like clarity, but it creates confusion. You walk in confident and leave doubting yourself. If every disagreement ends with you apologizing for having feelings, that's not emotional maturity. That's emotional dominance. Beware. 4. People who always play the victim. At first, you feel bad for them, then responsible and trapped. They weaponize struggle. Their sadness becomes a shield. Their suffering becomes an excuse. Every conversation becomes about how hard things are for them, how everyone is unfair, how nobody understands. Your pain disappears. Your needs shrink. Their narrative consumes the room. It's a survival strategy, but when used on others, it becomes control. In dark psychology, this is victim narcissism, a persona built around perpetual helplessness, used to avoid accountability. If someone's sadness becomes your duty, if you're scared to have needs because there's always matter more, beware. 5. People who mirror you too perfectly. They like what you like, think how you think. They even start speaking like you. You feel seen. You feel understood. You feel like you finally met your person. But psychological mirroring is a tactic. When someone reflects your identity back to you, you let them in faster. It lowers your guard, kills your skepticism, creates artificial familiarity. This is common in emotional predators, recruiters, and manipulative personalities. Connection includes difference. Real people have edges. If someone has no identity outside of matching yours, they're not choosing you, they're building access to you. Beware. 6. People who punish boundaries with guilt. You say, I need rest. They say, so I'm not important anymore? You say, I can't talk right now. They say, wow, you've really changed. You protect yourself. They make you feel selfish. This is emotional punishment. The goal is to make boundaries feel dangerous, so you stop trying. In dark psychology, guilt is a behavioral leash. You learn to self-correct before they even have to say anything. If someone makes you feel bad for doing what's healthy for you, that is not love. That is not respect. That is training. Beware. 7. People who study you quietly. This is the final, and the one most people don't catch until the end. These people are observant. too observant. They watch how you react, what you avoid, who you trust, where you break. They don't open up much. They don't reveal themselves. But slowly, they build a psychological profile of you. They know what calms you. They know what scares you. They know what compliments land. They know what silence does to you. This isn't intuition. It's strategy. They're not connecting with you. They're studying you because one day they might need that information for influence, for leverage, for control. If someone knows you deeply, but you barely know them at all, beware. Not everyone who drains you is a monster. Not everyone who hurts you is intentional. But not everyone who enters your life is safe to keep close. The goal isn't to fear people. It's to understand patterns. Pay attention to how you feel after you interact with them. Are you grounded or unsteady? Empowered or erased? Your nervous system notices danger before your mind understands it. If this video made you think of someone, don't ignore that. And if you want more dark psychology that helps you see people clearly, not fearfully, subscribe. Because awareness isn't paranoia, it's protection.